So we're going to do the first movement, intercepting palm, jiejang. And when we're using a tonfa or nightstick, you basically kind of want to use that just the same as the hand motion goes. So as it whips over, whip on top, and now you have control. And you can leverage them into whatever position you find fit. Always take a chance to do a small strike, whether it's the face or the body, but then that arm bends behind and you can escort them to any direction you need. And you see I can reach on the inside and then around the neck too if I want to put them in a lock or get another strike. The key really is just knowing what kind of control do you need to do depending on your situation. Like, are you allowed to strike or do you just need to grab? Because striking makes it really easy to kind of, get your knees, your elbows. So if they're striking at you twice, you can move around it, then strike inside and break the rib. Like I said, you can stun them, hold them, and keep them close to you. You'll see I don't have to use the jie on the first attack. It can be on the second, and then I can pull them into a nice controlled movement. Dragging them in on the inside of that elbow. Now the hidden palm. And the hidden palm is just like it sounds. When you're using a stick, you just use that to hide so you can go under where he can't see and then back over. It's also very good to really just completely stop his movements and swing him around. So I just control the movement, step around using that baibu, kobu, and lock that arm. And you can break that if you need, like I said, depending on what your job is. Here I just use it exactly under the armpit to raise him up, and then I can pull him back in. And when you're doing these movements, it's all the water section. So when I go high or I go low, what I'm doing is I'm moving front, back, left, and right. That's the philosophy. So I can open them up from low to mid, and then I can go all the way up to the high. And so you're thinking not really in the sense of movements individually, but really think about in the term of the philosophy if you're just waving back and forth. Now we also have that nice neck crank where I can pull them in, and I just reach, it's hidden so it comes from under, and yank back down. Holding on to the arm and the body, I can also do other strikes. Here I just I hide it from under, and now I'm stepping around with that kobu, forcing him around as I lock into his neck. And you'll see I can position him around the room where I want depending on the situation. So I can turn him one way, and if I feel like there's danger coming from the other direction, I can change that momentum, lock the arm, and put him in a different position. Using the chopping palm, really I just want to use that it works on a grab well, but instead of using it on a grab, I just want to kind of glide against the motion right now, because that's going to be the best, easiest, effective movement. Glide back, energy forward, and then I can just step back again. So we're just continuing that wave motion. You're making sure you want to use that shunfa, the way of the body. Here I can use that elbow to kind of position and wrap up. And I can also just kind of block that second punch and use that as a way to step behind him, hold the head, and position him where I want to. Here you can see it from a better angle. That leg getting there is crucial. If you pull too hard, you really can pop the neck. So really just be kind of gentle and not using too much sudden force while you're positioning your opponent. Here I'm just reach straight through his guard downward and then pull back from around. It's kind of like the snake creeps down, just a faster motion. Always use a strike if you're not sure how much time you have. So the strike in the ear and just push on the heart. Using the peeling palm now, and you see reality is just a 1-2 bang, it's over. That's the movement. But I can use this to also parry for that next strike. So I open that rib and get that exposed spot there. The peeling palm is basically just going to be really good for striking and getting him away from you. So practice making sure that you're using the ground to root, and you can get space between them. Using twice is just like it sounds. Hit them twice, at least. And we're working that up and down one direction, the next direction, all using the waist. Now I go from top to bottom, and I can go back to top again. So think of yourself really splashing into that energy, because no matter what attack he does, you can slip yourself in like water and wrap around him. So you want to close and basically become that space between his own gaps of motion. Here I just parry and then I just step in using my body weight to get him away. Tiger. This yank is really effective and really easy to do. Just get down on the inside of that elbow, drop your full body weight, and now you have control. After that, you can decide you want to strike or push forward. Coming back from behind him, I can drag him down. But once you have that elbow control, now you have the yanking ability. And like I said, if you push high, then pull low. If you push low, then pull high. The contending palm, I'm just stepping around now with that Bagua all the way around and yanking back. The actual movement turns the other direction, but for safety, first just get behind him if you can. And if you do spin the other way, use your elbow as a shield. So you see how I spin around? That shield is there covering so we can't see. And especially here, I'm shielding the entire time I'm attacking. So if you ever have to turn your back, keep that shield moving so you can press him back and maintain control. Same thing here, and I just go right into the grab, which is really easy to do. So I just turn. If I see something else coming, I just grab that free hand and step my body into the way. Surrounding palm, this is where you really see that flow of the water. Remember, don't get caught into any particular motions. Just go downward, forward, backward, and across. And that's really what you're doing with every motion, is just mimicking that energy of water flowing through him, around him, and basically you're just going to drown him inside your techniques. But you need to stay low as you yank to make sure you're in a good structure. So you're doing structured flow. He's off balance, you're on balance. Working that high and that low. And you see, even with the uppercut, I can just wrap right around, go into that lock that I need in that shoulder. And right here, it's just really easy to flow all the way around. So practice with an opponent. Don't have a set routine of movements. Use that tonfa or nightstick just as an extension of flow. But these are all inside the form, so go back and look at the video in season 2 if you need to. Have a good day, and God bless.